Welcome everyone to your pick a card reading. Today we are going to find out what December holds for you, so any predictions and expectations that you can expect during the month of December. So today you get to pick between these three snowflakes. These are Christmas tree ornaments or basically decor for your home. If you are interested in getting some of your own, I will link the shop of where you can purchase them, and I will show you a close-up. So here we have the ice blue crystal snowflake. It has a little bit of sparkle in it. Then we have the blue with the frosted. You can see the glitter inside. This is the frosted one. And then we have the pure white snowflake. It's also sparkly, but you can't see it on camera. Really, it's difficult to see because they're really small and tiny. So you get to choose between these three, whichever one grabbed your attention. I also want to inform you that my coffee shop now has stainless steel tumblers in a few different winter and Christmas designs, as well as the new product being leggings. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. So once you have chosen your desired snowflake, go to the timestamps in the description box below and choose your pile. Don't forget to check out my Ko-fi page if you would like to support me. You can leave a tip, you can shop, you can get a personal tarot reading, as well as become a member to get monthly perks. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go check it out and see more information on my Ko-fi page. So let's get into your reading. Hello Pile 1. So let us see what December has in store for you. So you guys got the Path of the Gods. Decisions, meetings, future plans. Okay, so I suppose since December is the last month of the year, some of you may be looking forward to what 2025 will bring and maybe planning out what your next year will look like, or maybe your New Year resolutions of sorts. You got take off your masks or mask. So that is interesting. Taking off the mask is basically a card telling you to let go of the pretenses, to let go of the fake personas, and to be your natural self. Maybe some of you are partaking in certain activities or courses or programs or whatever it is because of what you are expected to do instead of what you actually want to do, right? Maybe it was your parents' dream to be this thing and now you're getting into it, but it's not really your passion. Maybe you're trying to fulfill or make someone proud or make someone accept you, or what's the word? Maybe you're seeking validation of sorts, but it's not really you. It's like you're being someone who someone else wanted to be, or someone else wants you to be just because their dreams failed. Or maybe it's the pressure of like social friendship type of pressures, right? Where you're pressured into being someone who you aren't just because of your circle of friends. Or the type of people you're around at work or online. But it's not really you. So it's saying that you need to take off the mask and be who you truly are. Maybe that's what this decisions and future plans card is trying to tell you, that moving forward you won't be able to keep that mask because of the experiences and events that you're going to face. You're going to have to be real and raw, or else you come off looking like a liar, a fake, a phony, and things like that. You got luckies on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So if something like this has been keeping you sort of awake at night and making you kind of feel not exactly trapped, but stuck in some way, it's saying that luck is on your side. Okay, things are going to be okay. Maybe it will require some sort of shift, right? Maybe you will lose some friends in your life, or coworkers or family members, because they preferred the fake you, because maybe they got something out of it. But the right people will come along. You got the old ones. These could be your guardians. These could be your ancestors. People who have once been on this plane but are no more. So, especially since December, right, the holiday season is a time for family. They could be telling you that they are with you, that you don't have to worry because they have your back. They're visiting you. Maybe they will come and visit you. It could also mean to get some guidance from someone that's lived a lot more longer than you, because every generation has gone through everything that the new generation has gone through, right? Maybe not technologically, but you know, the friend drama, the work drama, all these things, every generation has gone through it. So to think that the older generation won't understand what you're going through is insane, because they too have been through all these things. So go to someone, some of your elders, and ask them for advice. Tell them how you feel, what you plan to do, or maybe just some guidance on what you should do. Okay, now let's see what your tarot has to say. Another thing I noticed is path of the gods is truth, right? God is about truth. The true source of God. I'm not talking about Bible God. I'm talking about true source is truth. Even if it's ugly, even if it's hard to swallow, truth is the right path, right? So it's interesting that you got path of the gods and taking off your masks, because it's saying live in truth. Okay. So you guys are on a new path in life. If you choose to remove this mask that you've been living with for so long, that has been stitched onto you, and you know, feels, I won't say normal, because it's still foreign to you. It's not the true you, right? But maybe you lived with it so long that you sort of know how to navigate with it. But taking that mask off, being vulnerable, being truth, and living in truth, being honest with yourself and with other people, is going to set you on a new course of life, a new path. Okay? And that path is going to be a lot more extraordinary than the one you have been living in right now, because it's going to set you on the path of your true destiny. okay? So even if it feels scary, even if you fear losing some people, okay, you have to question yourself, is it better to keep wearing that mask, living a phony existence, and always having the mundane, always having just the bare minimum of what life has to offer? Or do you take that mask off, risk losing some people in your life, right? Because they will walk away when they see that they can't use you or get something from you or whatever it was because of the mask you wore. Risk all of that, but in return, you get to have the job you actually want to do and that you are great at doing. You get to learn a lot of things in life that you haven't learned about before, whether it's general life, maybe about our world, about our true history, or maybe just something about yourself that you never knew before. And cultivating the right friends, increasing your creativity, your passions, your desire, your entire existence changes once you choose truth. Okay? And there you'll find a lot of blessings, of new beginnings, of new opportunities coming into your life, of being a lot more stable and grounded in who you truly are, deep down within. Okay, and it's going to, at times, it's going to, especially maybe in December, since it is winter season and a lot more dormant, right? It will require some thinking and some reflection on your end, okay, of what you truly want in life. Where does the lie begin and end? Where does the truth start? Okay, these are the things that you do need to figure out on your own. Okay, so maybe you'll need to take some time to yourself and reflect on these things, on who you truly are. Because maybe you're confused some of the times of who you are as a person because you don't know where that lie starts or ends. Right? So you need to reflect, you need to take some time to yourself to figure this out. But just remember, the luck is on your side, okay? So you shouldn't fear. There are guardians and, ancestors, spirit guides, whoever that are always with you, that will help you and match you with the opportunities that you need. But you just remember, have to meet them halfway. You have to do the work on yourself. Last night I actually had a really interesting dream that sort of connects with this whole identity aspect. Basically, I met some, I don't know if we were friends or if I just met this person, but there was this girl that like just kept spending so much money. And I asked her, where does she work when she has that much money? And she says she doesn't work. So I realized that it's her parents that keep giving her money. And I asked her about it, and she said, yeah, they keep giving it to her. So I told her, so you're basically spoiled. And she didn't want to hear it. She kind of felt bad that I said that. But I said, no, like, you have to live in that truth. You're basically spoiled. Like, own it. Like, that's your life. That's who you are. You can't act a certain way, but then feel offended if someone points out the way you're living or the way your personality is. You are what you are, right? So the first part is acknowledging what you are, who you are, okay? What you have become. Acknowledge it. It's okay, you feel ashamed, a little maybe embarrassed, right? But acknowledge it. Okay, this is me. The next step is, how do you change it, right? So in my dream, once she realized this, she wanted to prove that she isn't, like, I guess, selfish or something, I don't know. And she went to buy this crazy expensive piece, I don't know if it was art or some jacket or something, for this guy she knows. And I didn't know this until later when I saw her go into this place. For some reason, it was like a church-looking place in my dream. But I asked this other person, did she go in there to buy that? And they said, yeah. And I kept thinking, like, this girl is like crazy. She's still spoiled. because she doesn't understand the value of money. She thinks that it's always just going to come to her, because she's so used to her parents just giving her whatever she wants, right? All this money whenever she needs it. Or maybe it's a monthly allowance type thing, I have no idea, but she just keeps getting it and she doesn't know the value of it. She doesn't know the hard work behind it. So she is set in being this person that doesn't know this, and I was waiting for her to come out to tell her this, but then I awoke and didn't have the opportunity, which really disappointed me because I love teaching people. Even within my dreams, I love teaching them about these things. So you have to take off the mask, even if you don't want to admit who you are, what you are, whether you're selfish, spoiled, narcissistic, egotistical. You have to face it, because you cannot move forward in truth, in divinity. You cannot get this beautiful, passionate life that is full of new opportunities if you keep being stuck in your old ways. Okay, remember that the old ways have to break down in order for new beginnings and something better to take form and shape. Okay, so it's up to you to face this. Okay, so group one, I hope this resonated. I wish you guys luck, especially that this year is ending. This is the perfect time to start working on yourself so that next year, especially by the time spring comes, which is the official new year, that you are a whole new person, and spring always brings new opportunities. You can't put a new year to start in the middle of everything asleep, right? Spring is a time when things awaken. That's when a new year begins. So this is the perfect opportunity between now and March to truly work on yourself. You have a few months to do this. Okay, you have enough time, and it doesn't have to be like overnight. Okay, work on it a little every day. Spend some time with yourself. Look into yourself, who you have become. Who do you want to be? What does your truth look like to you? What does your identity look like to you? Don't think about what other people look like in their life stories and how amazing and rich and luxurious their life looks on Instagram, because it's all fake. Ask any celebrity and they'll tell you that wealth does not equal happiness. Okay, so stop looking at numbers, at money, at followers. None of that matters. Who are you as a person? Because I guarantee you that the spiritual matters a lot more and can give you the most amazing experience in life. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about your divine self. When you are in tune with truth, you get so many abilities and opportunities that you couldn't have expected in your life. It is so spontaneous. It is a second of your life changing. When something comes up that you never even thought could be possible for your life. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Where life isn't the normal, mundane, everyday sort of cycle, but that new and like really amazing surprises come along. Okay? So I wish you guys luck. Hopefully you get to work on yourself and burn away these false personalities and be who you truly are. Okay? So check out my Ko-fi page if you wish to support me. All the support goes back into my channel, my art, and my creations and stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hello, my group 2, my frosted snowflakes. So we're going to see what December holds for you. You guys got to the hidden worlds. Changing consciousness, awareness, extrasensory perception. That is amazing. Group 1 also had a sort of change in their life and decisions and stuff. So it seems like everyone is going to start feeling some sort of change in their life in the month of December. Something is rising up to the surface. For you guys, it will be a change of consciousness, awareness, maybe new abilities that start to form, or the abilities you have will start to increase. This could also mean you working on certain skills and talents that you have and getting better at those. And for others, you could be looking into a different world. Okay, maybe you'll get to see something magical and enchanting that you never thought existed. You never know. Everything is possible in this world. So, you got wild. It could be a wild season. It could be a busy season, especially if you have a lot of holiday shopping to do. Let's see what else. Take time to breathe out. So it could be a sort of also tense month for you, but this disseminating moon is reminding you to not hold your breath in, right? To not be tense, but to just sort of breathe out and flow, okay? Because breathing exercises are miraculous. They do wonders. They can center you. They can ease up a headache. They can, I don't know if you ever, for those of you who have like shy bladders, where you can't go to the bathroom because maybe someone is walking around or standing there or whatever, just focusing inwards and taking deep breaths and sort of like relaxing yourself helps you to let go. So breathing can really do a lot for your body. You got words of the M.G.S. It says to know, to dare, to will, to keep silent. So this is about knowing, like, how does that saying go? Oh my gosh. Basically, it's like knowing when to do what at a certain time, right? Just like knowing to choose your battles, or knowing when to speak up and when to just stay silent, right? Knowing when to inform someone of some news you have, and knowing when to keep things to yourself in order to guard it and to not jinx it, right? So just being more aware of what you're doing, who you are speaking to, who are you telling things to, who are you sharing your personal energy with, all of these things you will need to sort of reflect on during the month of December. So it's possible that someone comes into your life in December, and if it's not someone new, it could be someone from your, you know, someone your circle of friends or a family member or someone that gives you a sort of message or a new opportunity of something that maybe you have been waiting for. There might also be a new family member being born. Maybe it's you that will conceive or give birth to a new child. This isn't like a potential or an opportunity that is presented. This is something that is already official, that is now being manifested in a way, okay? Either you're being asked to be a little more determined or having the courage to be a leader, whether it's in your own life or in your own home, or maybe just standing up for yourself and being a leader for you. Okay, there are things that you may not either see that are happening, right? You might not be aware of, or this could be using your intuition in order to move forward, because when we don't know what is around us or what is happening behind the scenes, right? But we still feel that there's something there. Using your intuition is good practice because it will sort of inform you of what your next steps could be, okay? It's that inner feeling of maybe needing to be somewhere at a certain time, or maybe having to, maybe you feel like you need to call someone, right? You have to listen to those feelings and just do it. You may not know why you have to do it, but later on it will make sense. Okay, but these are, anytime your intuition kicks up, it's basically someone from the astral plane. So it could be your guardians, it could be your ancestors, whoever is trying to inform you of something you have to do, because they see the entire picture. You only see what you can see. Okay, you only know what you know, but they tend to see 360 view of everything. And then sometimes they guide you into what you have to do in order to connect you to whatever it is you need to be connected to. Okay, and in order to connect to that, there are certain, I guess, checkpoints, right? Certain things you have to do in order to get there, because doing this one thing will create a reaction, will create a chain reaction of sorts that eventually gets you to that thing, right? But you may not know. You don't know why you have to call your friend at this time when you're feeling it. But because you do, they are now brought into this, you know, into this situation, whatever it is. And then, even if you guys are just talking about normal stuff, but maybe through them you learn about some new opportunity. Or maybe they say, oh, I wanted to call you, hey, do you want to come and hang out with us? And then you go, and then through that, it's like a chain of events that happen, but eventually it leads you to something that you need to be connected with. Okay, so use your intuition, act upon it, don't just ignore it. Okay, and the right opportunities will come. Now, the right opportunity could be, with the Ace of Pentacles, it could be a new job opportunity that is presented to you. It could be that someone, with the Page of Cups, is someone sort of youthful is coming into your life, like a romantic interest. And I don't mean youthful as in they're a child. I'm talking about like a youthful spirit. So they could be your age or older, but they have like a youthful spirit about them, right? So they may not look their age, or they may not present or act their age, but it doesn't mean that they have to be like childish, right? Because there's a difference between childlike and childish. Childish is when they're like so silly and can't be serious, where they're immature, right? We're not talking about that. We're just talking about someone with a sort of youthful presence about them, even though they are an adult. Okay, so someone like that could be coming into your life during the month of December. Maybe you're out and about and, holiday shopping, or going to some cozy little cafe, and you end up meeting someone, right? So you don't know where life will take you, but it's possible that with this Hidden Worlds card, that a new world opens up to you, okay? So maybe new opportunities that you never thought would be present in your own life, that feel impossible because of the cycle of how and the patterns that your life has led you to, right? So you always feel like, oh, this is the way my life is going, and that's all I can expect, but it's not. something new is being presented to you. You just have to know when to say something, when to keep to yourself. You have to choose your battles. Just be a little more as the emperor. You have to be conscious of how you present yourself, right? You have to give off a little mystery, right? You don't have to be secretive and keep secrets, but just be a little mysterious. Don't just like share everything about yourself in one time and that's it, right? Just take it a little at a time. Okay. So group 2, that is all I have for you guys today. I do hope that your December is enchanting and amazing. And remember to check out my Ko-fi page if you'd like to support me. All the support goes back into my channel, my art, and everything I create. So any little bit will help and will be appreciated. So I will see you guys next time. Hello group 3, my snowy snowflakes. So let's see what December has in store for you. You guys got fairy energy. Growth, expansion, a flowering. Wow. That is beautiful. So this could be that since it's an expansion, right? Maybe a family expansion. Maybe someone is giving birth in the month of December. It could be a promotion. It could be that just something about your life in general is expanding and growing. Maybe some new and amazing opportunities, or maybe a new home. You got self-sabotage. So this is something that you will be healing this month. Maybe you have been noticing that you are working against yourself at times because of the things you tell yourself, or anytime you get some sort of opportunity, you decide not to take it because of self-doubts or things like that. But this month, because usually when I use these healing cards, I always ask what you need to heal. But this time I asked what it is you're healing. So this is something you're actually working on. Okay, so be a little more conscious of how you speak to yourself, of your own talents and abilities, because we tend to be our worst critics, right? So many times I keep thinking to myself that my own art maybe isn't good enough, maybe that's why it's not being sold. But then I see like people who are basically amateurs and just have like the type of art that basically anyone would be able to do, and they're like selling constantly because they're just confident, they believe in their own stuff, right? So a change of perception and perspective can do wonders, right? Just even if you have to fake the confidence, be confident and take the opportunities you need to take, but don't allow doubts and fears to sabotage your life so that you're always living in the bare minimum. Okay? This fairy energy is telling you about a growth and expansion. So by working on these fears, you'll be able to tap into that growth. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon, yeah. So you got another deck telling you that adjustments are required. So a change of perspective. How you see the world is how you will experience it. Okay, so change the way you see it. And the way you can do that is by being conscious of what you're focusing on. Okay, so don't focus on the negatives, on the things you lack. Shift that focus and focus on the things you have. Focus on the things you're happy about. Focus on the things that you are grateful for. And do that on a daily. Okay, practice it every day when you wake up. As soon as you open your eyes, or as soon as you're conscious and awake, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? I mean, you should be grateful that you got to wake up, right? You didn't die in your sleep. You got to face another day. And a new day is a new day. You can do anything in it. Okay? Be grateful that you have at least something to eat, even if it may not be a lot, even if it may not be some luxurious type of food or the type of food you want, but just be grateful that you actually have something to eat, because some people out there don't. As we speak, some people may be held in some basement starving because of some sick maniac that keeps them there, right? But that's not you. So be grateful that you're safe, maybe. Be grateful that you can walk out and just live your life. Be grateful that maybe you have a job, because some people are struggling and can't get one, right? So just take your time to be grateful every single day for the things that you have. So once you shift that focus and focus on those things, you will get even more. Okay? You got hand fasting. So you are being, this could be a romantic thing, or it could just be a sort of partnership that you gain in December, right? Maybe you are going to reconnect with family. Maybe you are going to find a new friend or reconnect with an old one. Or maybe you get proposed to in the month of December. So you never know. So let us see what your tarot says. Wow. You guys, your cards are all about choices in a way. You got Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Chariot. The Chariot, even though it's generally a card of things moving forward, usually a chariot in the official deck, it shows a chariot being pulled by two horses, one white, one black, and they sort of seem like they're going in like opposite directions. So even in the chariot card, you tend to have a duality of sorts, right? Of two different paths and having to know where you're going to go. So you got three cards that are talking about two directions, right? With the Two of Swords here, with a man being blindfolded, it's saying that basically you may not know of what is presented to you or where the path will lead you. But even though you're sort of going back and forth and maybe thinking about the pros and cons, you have a full moon in the back, which basically presents intuition. So with the Two of Swords, you may not know some things, right? A lot of it is hidden from you and you feel stuck because there's a lot you don't know. But it's asking you to use that intuition because it's going to help you figure out what is best for you. Okay, with the Swords card, sword is mental energy. This is a mental decision that you're sort of stuck on. Okay, with the Two of Wands here, this is more of what does your heart say. Okay, so because wands are, it's about passion, right? It's about creativity. And that also is connected with the heart. So it has a sort of, maybe this is a struggle between your heart and your mind, right? What you want versus maybe what you need type scenario. You got the Ace of Wands, which is a new sort of beginning. So it's possible that in December, the option that you do choose, if there are choices to be made here, the option that you do choose will lead you to a new sort of creative endeavor of sorts that either connects you to your tribe or with your people and you work on this together, or this could be a new business idea that you have to partner up, especially with the hand fasting card here, that you need to partner up with someone or a group of people to create a sort of business that helps you move forward in life. Okay, this could also mean maybe working together with your family or as friends, or spending more time with friends and getting their opinion on things, but it's more of a working together sort of scenario, right? With the pentacles, that is the physical world. So doing something together in order to move forward or create a path that is right for you. So there are sort of decisions that are happening here. Yes, and with the growth expansion card of that fairy energy, it seems like December is a pathway that leads you into some sort of expansion. So all you have to do is just shift that focus so that you don't sabotage this opportunity. Okay, because there are decisions and choices that will be made. And just remember to look inwards and sort of see how your intuition guides you, what you feel is right for you. Okay? Underneath the deck, you have the Page of Swords, which is a sort of new mental energy. So this could be someone that comes in that helps you with the mental focus of what it is you need to do, or this could just mean that you are stepping into something new that you may not have done before, so you are sort of learning along the way and teaching yourself as you go into this thing. Okay, so whatever this is, I wish you guys a lot of luck. I hope your December is filled with enchantment, and remember to do your holiday shopping early so that you don't get stressed out. Check out the shop that I will link these snowflakes in. There are a few different items in that shop, so maybe you can do your holiday shopping online and see what you can get for yourself or for your loved ones or family and friends. And remember to check out my Ko-fi page. All the support you guys give me there goes into my channel and my art. Okay, so by supporting me, I'm giving sort of back to you guys. Okay, so that's all I have for you today, and I will see you next time.